MGRX. What's up? All right. How's everyone doing? JB. What's up? JB. Peter, what's up? Good morning. Norsail, good morning. MGRX making a run for the highs. Looking good. Penny stock. It's a penny stock day. Kicking off Q4 with the penny stocks. Kicking off October with some penny stocks. Leading gapper here up 100% on UAVs. UAVs. MGRX. Another penny stock up 47%. Another penny stock. SLXN up 34%. 70 cents a share. So top three leading gappers today are penny stocks. Not sure how I feel about it, but here we are, MGRX breaking through highs, pre-market highs. Chad, good morning. KK, good morning. So since we have this one up already, we can do our analysis, our normal routine analysis of the stocks that we have today. So MGRX, what's the float on this? Float 20 million shares, but it is a higher float, but it is offset by the lower price. So since it's a lower price, we'll be able to buy more shares, should be more volume, and it should offset the higher float. So MGRX, still looking good for the float. Do we have news? Looks like launches oral semaglutide weight loss treatment. Weight loss. America is 66? 1 out of every 3 people are overweight in America. It is a pandemic. So yeah, these weight loss treatments are making money, are making big money. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that this gets some good action on MGRX. Pete Johnson, what's up? Hawk, good morning. Trap Trader, good morning. KK, good morning. Skull, I can't seem to win any trades in pre-market. So different. Yeah, some days are like that. Still grinding higher here in MGRX. Peter says he doesn't like penny stocks. Yeah, penny stocks can be a double-edged sword. Sometimes it's a grinder. Sometimes if you get caught in a 5-10 cent flush, it could be nasty. It could be very nasty. So managing that volatility is key. Swayze 99 SGMT for the open. I can take a look for that as well. So let's see here. Yeah, we said MGRX has the weight loss treatment drug that they launch. 20 million share float, 30 cents a share stock. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Daily chart or 180-day chart. We do have a bit of resistance here. Previous resistance. There's a lot of topping tails up in this area. I'd say right around where we topped off, we kind of coincided with this double top here with this topping tail. I would say again we'd have maybe some resistance there, and then again here at the topping tail there around 50 cents, right around 50 cents. I'll put one all the way up here at 112 as well. Do we have anything over 112? Yeah, we do. We have a lot. A lot over 112. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance on this. I'd be surprised if we get up to 50 cents. 50 cents. I'd be surprised if this thing goes another 10 cents. I'd be surprised if it goes another 10 cents. So that is MGRX, which is our second leading gapper. Our first leading gapper here today is UAVS. So UAVS, this one's looking real grindy, real grindy. So just what we want, you know, just exactly the price action that we want. Not 15 million. So 15 million share float, it's actually 15 million share float. It's pretty low for a 20 cents a share stock. I'm surprised it's this grindy. The volume ain't even that bad either. 86 million shares of volume traded. That's crazy. We already turned the float, what, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, something like that. We made a move from 10 cents to 20 cents. That's about it. And it was a grindy move. Super grindy. This is not the price action that I do well on. So this has got to open up. You know, I want to see this open up here at the open. We did have just a recent sell-off here, so let's see what this news was. At 9:30, let's see here. Shares are trading lower by 65%. 65% to 9 cents Monday afternoon after company announced pricing of a $6.5 million public offering. So 26 million shares at 24 cents. So yeah, just an offering. So actually, yeah, I don't like this. We had an offering yesterday, and now we're kind of bouncing off the lows. And we don't have any news to account for this significant bounce. So I've seen it happen before, you know, this thing just curling up and breaking back over this previous level and really catching shorts off guard and actually going bananas just of a straight short squeeze. But that's rare. That's rare. That's very rare. But it can happen. So keep it on watch, but there's no news to account for this move. We just had a recent offering, so it's kind of bearish until it gets over this 26, 27. If we start breaking yesterday's highs before the offering, then shorts are going to get squeezed. Shorts are going to get wrecked. Maybe we see the move, you know, up to 40 or 50. But until it gets over that level, it's still bearish. It's still under previous day's high. Had its offering recently. It's under previous range low. So this could be topping out resistance here, and we're just going to fade right back down to, you know, 14, 12 cents, 10 cents, or even lower. It could happen like that. Unless we get fresh news or something on it. Unless there's already news kind of in the pipeline that's, you know, somebody already knows about and is buying up shares that hasn't really hit the market yet, which I doubt. So UAVS, even though it's the leading gapper, I think it looks like shit. I think it looks terrible. I think it's terrible. Unless we get over 25, 26. So, yeah, I'll keep it on the far side chart. I don't think it's going to be the biggest one to watch here today. SGMT. SGMT, grinding higher. A little bit, actually, volume is a little bit, I mean, it's actually, volume's not bad. Here we had 300, 2 candles here of 300K, 250K, so volume is not bad. What's the float on this? SGMT. 22 million shares. Now this one, since it's a $3 stock, 22 million shares, you know, we're going to feel that. We're definitely going to feel a little bit of difference in the price action. So SGMT, it is moving up. Looks like we're moving up on FDA breakthrough designation. Not bad, catalyst. So it's a FDA breakthrough therapy designation for their drug for people, I guess, with moderate to advanced liver fibrosis. Pretty good catalyst, but 22 million share float. So how is that going to come into play? You know, how is that going to come into play? Unless we have massive volume, you know, it's going to be a little bit sluggish, maybe. It's going to be a little bit sluggish, but we could still see opportunity. I think over this $4 level could be key. It looks like we're running into a bit of resistance on these topping tails. So maybe we see a little bit of a pullback after this test, after we just got this test. We pull back and then break through 4. Maybe that is the play here for the open on SGMT. Actually, I like SGMT for the opening. Even though it's higher float, the open will be, we will have higher relative volume compared to the rest of the day. So we should see more volatility. We should see this moving like a lower float because of that volume. But, you know, once the volume starts to decrease a little bit, say 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10:20, 10:30, maybe it'll start to get more grindy, a little bit more sluggish. We still don't know the float on that other stock yesterday that made a crazy move from, what is it, like $1 a share, went up to $3 or something close to, I think we broke $3 maybe. I already forget the stock. I forget the stock. I forget the stock. This always happens. Somebody maybe can shout it out. That big stock yesterday that we're watching into the open. What was that stock? I already forget. XHG. I got it. XHG. Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. It's been a while since I've seen something like this. From $1 a share up to $3. And then within the span of an hour, like few hours, from $3 down to 26 cents a share. This is a China stock. This is a proper China stock here that we have to be careful of. These Chinese, man, like, wow, they dump this thing into oblivion. Like, look at this. This is insane. If you're a longer hold time trader, I hope that you got out. And I hope for the scalpers, they weren't buying lower, looking for the bounce. That never came. That is brutal, man. This is the type of action that you can see on these China stocks. This is why you got to be careful. But yeah, anyways, you know, XHG, I don't even know the float on this. We thought it was 100 million. FinViz was saying 4 million. That's a huge discrepancy. So I'm not really sure. There's some theories that some people thought it was a higher float. So there was a lot of more shorts on it, thinking that it wasn't going to go much higher, which caused a short squeeze through the high a few times. Very good action, nice clean red to green moves. And that was really where that volatility was as the shorts were getting squeezed out. Once we topped out, once we made a high, it started to get a little bit tougher to trade in these areas. It was a little bit slower. Price action was a little slower. Volume was a little bit lighter. Really, the time to profit was on these candles here. Even if you're buying micro dips, the volume was there. Shorts are getting squeezed. That's really where you're seeing the thrusting action. But yeah, buying the pullbacks, it was just hanging around the lows a little bit too much. It was a little bit too slower action. So I think it was a little bit higher float, to be honest with you. Was there a, yeah, so there was an offering, I guess, right? Yeah, so they sold shares. So the company sold their shares $25 million. That's not good. 600,000 shares. They sold 600,000 shares. It's not that much, but it's always bearish. When you see a company selling their own stock, you know, it's always bearish. You know, they're adding more supply to the market, which kind of limits the demand. So if you guys know about that supply demand economics 101, that's really all you need to know in trading, is that economics 101, supply and demand. That's really it. You don't need to know no fancy stuff. But yeah, XHG, crazy. So let's jump back here to NGRX. This one, so we didn't like UAVS. I didn't like UAVS. We recently had an offering, no news, just kind of bouncing up. Unless we get over 25. On UAVS, I think we're just going to fade back down to the lows. because there's no really news to account for the move. Kind of bears are in control after this offering. I don't think, unless we get back over 25, then I don't think shorts are going to get squeezed out. So MGRX, only 62% up, kind of holding a high flag here. This is good. I like this coming into the open. I think we can see 50 cents. I think we can see 50 cents possibly. We do have news on that weight loss treatment. And I think we can test these topping tails. It's possible. It's possible. So I definitely want to have this on the side chart. SLXN. This one we said does have news. It's got a little bit of a lower float. Looks like it's trading higher after the company announced new preclinical findings for their drug, which I don't really sure what. Okay, let's go deeper here. So it looks like crash-driven cancers, whatever that is. Biotech developing RNA therapies. So, cancer breakthroughs, I guess, with their drug. Not bad. I mean, not bad. We gave back already pre-market here about 20 cents off the high, which is quite high actually on a penny stock. But let's check out the float. SLXN, 4 million share float. 4 million share float. That's good. That's good. We're turning some volume already too. Pre-market, 40 million shares. So we already turned the float 10 times, which is good. Daily chart. Maybe we can, the volume on this day is already overshadow this previous day. That went from 76 cents up to 140. It's already overshadowing the volume by 4x, or no. What is that? 4x. Yeah, we traded 40 million shares, right? So this is only traded 15 million shares. So about 2 to 3x already this entire day. So with this higher relative volume, I think that we have the potential to reclaim this topping tail here at 140. But it really depends if the technicals align. Right now it's kind of bearish as far as holding a downward trend. But if we can get back over 86, I will be interested. Even if we get back over VWAP, I will be interested. So if we start breaking these key levels, I will be all over this for the break back over $1. So SLXN, MGRX, they both look decent. And the last one, SGMT. SGMT. This one has good volume coming to the open. Does have a little bit higher float, but I think with the higher volume at the open, I think we could see a potential breakthrough for the break of these topping tails and through that whole $1. But after that, it might just be hands off after that opening range, because it might get tight. The price range might get tight because it's a little bit of a higher float, but we'll see. Dang, weak pre-market gappers to start out of October. Yeah, do you like SLXN or MGRX better? I like MGRX better because it has a better pre-market chart profile. We're consolidating near highs. We're holding previous high. I think this shows more momentum on the table, potentially more momentum on the table versus SLXN. We're breaking down. So maybe we'll see the reversal off the low. But as far as right at the open, probably going to be MGRX. Because this could take 5, 10, 15 minutes to start to reverse off the low. Who knows? If it even does, it doesn't even have to. Versus this more has like a bullish profile coming into the open. But, I'm wrong sometimes. Not right all the time. I understand that. So as you guys are tuning in your own trading, make sure you drop that like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. I do these Monday through Friday every day. Hope you guys are enjoying. Hope we start out I hope we start out Q4 and the first day of the month on a good note. You know, I hope we get into a stretch where we have some really good momentum, like all day momentum, not just, you know, for the first hour, but, you know, all throughout the day. We've seen that this year where we have gappers all day long, giving opportunity. So thanks, Skull, for the like. I appreciate it. So curling up here on MGRX, can we break through this topping tail? Okay, we break through. Can we hold? Can we continue higher? Can we continue higher? 5 minutes till the bell. 5 minutes till the bell. I think we can see break 41 here before the open. 41. 41. 42. I feel like the guy had like an auction, like 41, 41, 41, 42, 42, 42, 42, 43, 43, sold. 42 cents here. 42 cents. I used to watch those shows all the time. Those I don't even, yeah, those auction shows or whatever. Pretty good. Storage Wars type of thing. I don't know how the guy speaks so fast, but I'm always impressed. 42 cents. 42 cents. We broke through this previous topping tail, reclaiming this one. Can we make it up to 4.48? Can we go to 44 cents? Can we go 4 cents a share? You would think that would be easy, but sometimes it can, you know, we're already stalling out here. We got some good volume. We have to hold. We're not, this ain't looking good, really. I mean, it really should be pushing higher because now the pullback is coming below this previous high. So I usually don't like to see that. I want to see push a little bit higher and then pull back to 41 versus now, you know, pulling back below the high. It could be a sign of a false breakout. So you got about 3 minutes here. Still like MGRX. Still like MGRX. SGMT though is curling up. Dude, SGMT is curling up too. This is tough, man. Sometimes a green day can come down to if you're watching the right stock. And so that's why it's stressful, trying to pick the right stock to be watching. Because if you're watching too many stocks, your attention is too diversified and you won't be able to focus. And 2, if you're zoning in on the wrong stock, you could be losing money versus making money. So those 2 options I want to avoid. So I don't know which one to watch here, MGRX or SGMT. We're at a pretty clear pre-market level here. I mean, a pretty daily level. I mean, at 93, if we can break through that, I think we can see 4. And we do have news on this one too. False breakout on the 5. We're still holding the upper end of this flag here, so I wouldn't say a false breakout. We do have a topping tail there. If it comes down, then I would say this is another flag, so it should be full flag, yeah, kind of like a false breakout, but we didn't break out, so sort of just like a breakdown. I guess false 1 minute or 5 minute candle make a new high, I guess you could say. But yeah, if we break down below this higher end of the flag, it'll be more bearish temporarily until we get back over. All right, so good luck, guys. Follow your rules, follow your risk management. First day of the month. So let's start off on a good note. Let's follow our rules and we can end up on top. So good luck.